One of the things, for years now, we've been separated, meaning the First Nations and the Metis. I've always been a dream of mine is to bring the two groups together, specifically in business, and it would be a powerful nation and a powerful business partners together if we all work together. And that's the message behind GreenWater and Metis working together, is to bring those alliances in many of our businesses that most of our people are all intertwined anyway. So why not put the businesses together and get the opportunity to share the opportunities together equally with the First Nations and Metis.
The whole reason why we started GreenWater Group was basically to bridge the gap between mainstream business and industry and for our First Nations communities. There was a large gap in the communities not actually receiving the benefits what the big businesses were actually benefiting on the other end. So our group was basically established to bridge that gap and to bring more benefits to the communities, be it with better efficiencies or just better partnerships. So with better partnerships in the industries that are looking for partners in the First Nations and with the Métis, we decided that that's where we wanted to be.
We're looking at ways of improving our products delivery into our communities so we can have a benefit for the community. We're getting a cheaper product, like, I mean, not meaning cheap, but meaning a cost-saving mechanism, and also bringing some entrepreneurs from those communities in to work with big businesses in Winnipeg or anywhere else. So our job is basically to find opportunities for our communities.
The industries that we work with are usually the faster growth industries. Construction, one of them. Of course, construction is a huge growth market in our area right now. We feel that the human resource gaps can be basically filled with our own people from our own communities, and the Métis and Metis, and that's what we're trying to accomplish. Is basically let's put our own people to work. Let's train our own people, and let's just make some more positive changes, and hopefully we can see this change very quickly.
We want it to be the norm of working together, the Métis and the First Nations working together. It'll be a thing of the past someday, where if there's some kind of partnership, that it should be a normal thing. It would be a normal course of business and everything else. And that's my goal anyway, is to say that there's no barriers between the Métis and the First Nations.
And of course it is for the long term. We're hoping that the relationships that we do introduce to the communities can last for the long term. And if we're being proactive in doing it, we can, if we open these relationships up and make these introductions, we're feeling that it should be able to just cascade on its own.
I think it's time both nations work together. Let's try some things, and let's continue on trying to make a partnership flourish for the future for our people.